Peace and power. You can't even see my little peace sign in the background. We are back. We are back. We are back. We are ready today for y'all to get this last chapter in. And we supposed to be
Yes.
live, y'all. You said what, Lisa?
I said, yes, we ready to give y'all this last little bit of information for y'all to take and, do something with it.
Something. Do something. So we are in chapter 20. As you see in the title, and I'm gonna post it on Instagram, so I'm gonna get distracted right quick. But
It's been
I
a
am
journey.
right. Let me. So we are on the anguish of a non-select man. This is about the men that women in society don't deem select, and it was so crazy because I went to the car wash and there was a non-select man there, and I could feel him being overlooked, because that's what it says. As a non-select, you just it ain't nobody you would ever consider husband material as a woman. And
Mm.
so we see it all the time. But I was up close and personal, and I was like, wow. And then I read the last chapter's title, and I'm like, wow, because that's what I was thinking about when I saw him.
Yeah. I know for me, I was like, okay, what is he about to talk about now? Non select? Like, I'm totally, okay, all new information.
Say all new.
All new.
Okay, y'all, I'm just sharing on Instagram. Hold on.
Yes, and let me just introduce myself again. I'm Lisa, Apples Forever Scents. You can go follow me on Instagram at Lisa3Mac or Apples Forever Scents. I'm a creator. I make candles to order, and I would love to work with you.
Boom. And I am Nina from Styles by Nina. Um, Styles by Nina is being transformed to Pitts Consulting Group. And so right now we're in transition. We're moving forward. Go support Styles by Nina. The link is there. The link is just a. And you know what? I need to change my links on Instagram. Now that I think of it, I think I took them down once they banned me. But go hit the links. Travel my journey with me. I'm gonna be sharing more of my journey, sharing more of myself, my story, and just walk with me. That's what it is about. The experience, life's experiences, and how you can use those experiences to transmute. And so, walk with me. Styles by Nina LLC, Pitts Consulting Group, and also Katie's Alchemy. And don't forget to go over Katie's Alchemy. I'm bringing y'all. I've been working behind the scenes. I am bringing y'all some of the things you love. Styles by Nina has just always been a part of me, so now I'm making it into what it's supposed to be in. When I was focused, and so all the things we love. Shout out to the astrologers. I ain't gonna lie, especially for those of you that love astrology. It's helping me. I feel good about what I'm gonna share with y'all because it's helping me to learn the astrology. You
Hmm.
want to be able to look at those signs and know what it represents because signs are all around us. And so
Yes.
y'all gonna love it, y'all gonna love it. But everybody else still walk with me. Go over there, check it out, grab you something. Either you're gonna like it or not. Just even support me by clicking the website. Okay, I ain't picky, but it's not going to be on my link tree for Pitts Consulting Group. My business mentor said I cannot blend the lines, no more blending. And so I'm going to make a link tree specifically for Styles by Nina because I've already changed it. I'm going to get the name back and just link the store. Y'all are going to love this store. All the astrology heads out there, we going to represent by actually having it on us. If we know that words are power,
Mm-hmm.
words you hold life and death, we're gonna wear those words. And so those symbols, they ain't gotta be words, because if you know astrology, you know it's a bunch of pictures as well. But just harnessing the energy of your astrology journey, because that holds power too. And you start looking around and seeing yourself in the world, and you can use those signs and symbols as confirmations. Sometimes a confirmation can make the difference in the dream
That's right.
and in the journey. And so, yeah. So I'm still working on that in the background. It's not gonna be ready. We doing a whole transition over here. My seed is leaving the nest, going off to be great into the world. My little Aquarius, he's excited. He's embarking on a new journey. It helps and forces me to embark on a new journey. Um, and so I'm gonna be working on more so in my workplace as well. But I just want you all to know, for anybody who don't have the confidence that you need to get your stuff started, take a step back. Do
Mm.
some of the self work, because that's how you gain confidence, and
Right.
then you can move forward in your journey and fulfilling your purpose, because that's what it's all about. Sometimes you got to go and retreat, come up with, like me and Lisa was just talking about, strategy. You got to go away to strategize, go into those resting moments. And I'm gonna share with y'all what I was just sharing with her. We bought these boards for astrology class. Our astrology class was like it was buying a lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. We bought a lot of stuff. So they're whiteboards with the dry erase. And I was telling Lisa, when you get an idea, put it on that board. And then when you think about that idea as you walking by, and you get another way, a download is what we call them, on how you can build on to that idea, and you keep going because you're having to walk past it every day. You can't ignore it. It's not somewhere tucked in a journal in a drawer under your pillow. Because like I say, journals are good, but you have to be able to see your stuff somewhere that you're gonna walk past every day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a fact. And so by the time you finish writing on this board, now you have a whole plan to get that idea out into the universe, push it into action. And we really should practice. Hibernating is not about resting, it's about strategizing.
Yeah.
Even in nature, it's not about them just going to sleep. No, everybody knows when you get the proper rest, then you function better.
Mm-hmm.
So in that hibernation, we should use the seasons. In this winter season, you get your strategy together. So when springtime comes, that seed has already been in the ground. You're
Right.
not planting the seed in the spring. But I ain't gonna preach. I ain't gonna preach. But anyway, long story short, me and Lisa, are doing big things. We're making big changes, transitions, and we support each other on that. Um, and we would love for y'all to join us. We'll do more personal sharing if we can just get somebody to say, you know what, I do wanna come along. Lisa got something.
Right.
Hey, look, Lisa got something big for y'all, but I ain't gonna speak on it right now. So yeah, we're gonna push forward in that. This is the last chapter. It,
Yeah.
are you happy or sad, Lisa? Is it bittersweet?
I think it's bittersweet because I really learned a lot from this book. I constantly, go back and listen to the chapters, just to keep my memory fresh as to what I did learn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think because this is the last chapter, next, I'm like, okay, what's next?
Right.
Like what next is there for me to learn from this particular author or from, someone else when it comes down to awakening the master masculine or the
Right.
feminine. So yeah, it's bittersweet.
Yeah, and it's funny because we are reading Awakening the Master Masculine, and then Lisa's reading a book by a man, masculine, and then I have books over here that still correlate with what she reading. And so it's definitely synchronicity.
Yep. And you know what I couldn't I'm just amazed that it's both the art it's the same author.
Hmm.
That's what I couldn't believe when you said, well, yeah, this book is by Robert Greene too. And I'm like, what?
Right,
Wow. And we didn't even know it.
right. And look, unfortunately, I got other books lined up, y'all. I love to read, so I got like a 5 stack book, 5 books that I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, so let's get into it. Chapter 20. Am I starting?
It it doesn't matter. I don't even know who started last time.
Me neither.
So
Okay.
you only got 2 pages and I got 2 pages, so it don't matter.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start. Let me see. Let me put the chapter up here. Well, Lisa, you can start. I still ain't shared it on Instagram.
Okay. Chapter 20, The Anguish of a Non-Select Man. Okay, this is a case study that they have presented that they are presenting to us, and this is how it goes. We shall examine two of the dynamics from this book to see what they look like in a social landscape. In this episode, we shall observe the female selection criteria for dating and the counterfeit persona. This case study is not meant to be instructional, only informative. I hope the reader will enjoy. 4 men and 4 women are featured in our episode. Charles, Kenneth, Marvin, and William are the main male characters. Audrey, Kim, Erica, and Jennifer are the females. Charles and William know each other. Kenneth and Marvin are friends, but do not know Charles or William. Audrey, Kim, Erica, and Jennifer met in college and remained in contact for some years through the College Alumni Association. All main characters are by age in their 30s. Their profiles are as follows. Charles has both hunter archetype and healer archetype online. Oral personality structure level is chronic. He is judged by women as being in the select category of masked men. Works in banking industry with salary with salary of 70,000 to 90,000 range. Part of the upscale middle class. Not married, no children. William has both warrior archetype and eagle archetype online. Anal personality structure, level acute. He is judged by women as being in the select category of Mr. Goodbar. Works in tech industry with salary in 6 figures. Married to Audrey, 1 child. Marvin has only the eagle archetype online. Oral personality structure, level is acute. He is judged by women as being in the non-select category for nice guy. Works at the U.S. Post Office, divorced with no kids, supports his mother and a niece, did not graduate from college. Kenneth has only the warrior archetype online, psychopathic personality structure, level is chronic. He is judged by women as being in the non-select category for nice guy. Employment is non-constant. Previously working in logistics for a bottling company, but laid off. Now working as a security guard, divorced with 2 kids, graduated college with BA. Erica has only the Cedar Hawk female archetype online. Masochistic personality structure. Level is chronic. No kids. Works in public school administration. Divorced. In a relationship with Kenneth. Audrey has both the moon and treasure chest online. Schizoid personality structure. Level is acute. Works part-time in own business. married to William with one child. Kim has only the treasure chest archetype online, masochistic personality structure, level is chronic, has one teenage daughter, never married. She is now the head of her department in a mid-sized retail company and makes a good six-figure income. Kim is overweight and in the past was grossly obese. She has dropped much of her excess weight and is now 40 pounds heavier than she would like to be. Jennifer has only the elegant rose online, anal personality structure, level is severe, has no children but has had two abortions, works in a beauty salon with hair. Audrey married William shortly after college and is still married. She is the only one of the four women who has maintained a steady relationship. Erica is in a relationship with Kenneth that she believes will result in marriage. Jennifer has never been married. She has lived in the fast lane and admits that she has made mostly bad choices when it comes to picking men. Now in her 30s, she does not trust men easily. Her financial situation is strained. For the last 5 years, Kim has had almost no sexual activity. Women routinely rate men and assign them into two categories, the select men and the non select men, according to criteria. And we find that men judged to be in the non select category tend to socialize together. Also, non married men in the select category tend to socialize together. Select men and non select men do not typically socialize together unless it is through work or club. Charles has dated Jennifer for a very short time, but did not work out. Kenneth and Marvin, both non-select, are close friends. William and Charles are close friends. Marvin lacks self-confidence stemming from erectile issues. These erectile issues are off and on, and he may go for several months with no issue, only to then have the problem resurface. Audrey, Kim, Erica, and Jennifer stay in touch and belong to the same alumni association. Each year, the Alumni Association hosts a large party to raise money for charity. The episode opens at this charity fundraiser. All eight of them, all eight of the main characters are in attendance, as well as a friend of William's by name of Andrew. At the event, William and Charles are introduced to Kenneth and Marvin, though through the mutual friend Andrew. William is surprised to see Kenneth there. As he believes this event is a little above Kenneth's pay grade. In one room off from the main event was a large screen television, and the game was playing. Some of the men gathered there to watch the game, and soon many men have gathered there, including William, Charles, Kenneth, and Marvin. It was one of those rare times when the select men and the non-select men were hanging out together. When the game ended, a general conversation started against the men present. At first, the talk was about sports, but soon it switched to the single women at the event. And then a very interesting thing happened. Charles started to relate a story about a woman who had recently come to see him. She showed up at his door late at night with a fur coat on and only panties underneath. She proceeded to provide Charles with an evening of provocative entertainment. Kenneth heard the story but did not believe it. Kenneth felt that Charles made the whole story up to pump himself up. So Kenneth challenged the authenticity of Charles's story. Kenneth did not believe anything like that had ever happened to Charles because it had never happened to him. An intense argument followed that soon engulfed all the men in the room. The men from the non-select group sided with Kenneth. They refused to believe a woman would just show up at some man's door with only panties on. It was something that only happened in the movies, they say. But the men from the select group sided with Charles. These men insisted that women do rescue stuff like this all the time. Several men gave accounts of women doing similar things to them, but Kenneth and Marvin and the non select men would not let it go. They accused Charles of watching too much porn and confusing his imagination with reality. Charles was determined to maintain his reputation and put Kenneth in his place. It was the select men against the non select men. Charles stood up and gave a laugh. Just wait a minute. I will be back. And Charles walked out the room. In a few moments, Charles returned with two attractive women by his side. After an introduction and some background conversation, Charles proceeded to tell the same story he had told the men to the ladies. When he finished, he asked the ladies if they had ever done anything like that and why. The first lady told all of the men in the room of an almost identical account. She said she always did something at the beginning of all her relationships to set the tone. The second lady topped the first story. She told how she ran along the beach naked and under a man's hotel balcony to get his attention. When he chased her, he led him to the beach under the moonlight and let him catch her. They confirmed that women do stuff like this all the time and that Kenneth was wrong. Vindicated Charles proceeded to rub it in. Kenneth had to concede. Then the other men from the select group began to make fun of Kenneth and Marvin. Smiling, they asked Kenneth why no woman had ever done anything special to him. They asked if he was very religious or conservative, basically making fun of him. And they joked about Kenneth, basically saying that the reason no woman had ever showed up half naked at his door was because he did not know what to do with her if she did. The joke started to fly between the men, and the men meant it as fun for the most part. Marvin even had a laugh. But this changed when one of the ladies made a hurtful comment. In a snide tone, she remarked that she and her friends only did things like that to certain men, not all men. Only alpha males got such treatment. Beta males were lucky if they showed up at all. Her comment was not directed at Kenneth, but to certain of the select men there who had bad reputations. But that is not how it came across. As soon as she said it, all the men looked at Kenneth. Charles immediately tried to clean it up. He was not attempting to start hard feelings or make Kenneth feel bad, but it was too late. The damage was done. Kenneth was cut deeply. In his heart, he had always known that women treated him differently than most men. He was just a nice guy, not sexy or rich like some of the other men. It was a sore spot, and the lady had flawed the wound wide open. Kenneth downed his drink, stood up, and without comment walked out the room. Marvin followed Kenneth to the bar. The two men sat at the bar and talked about how regular guys got treated by women, how unfair they thought that players get all the excitement while nice guys like them got the second rate treatment. You want to pick up from here?
I can.
203.
I'm just thinking about all of the guys that I've dated
Yep.
that were nice guys
Yep.
and how I treated them.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So,
I can definitely relate with that because, like you said, I've also dated nice guys, and for me, they were not my type.
right,
So, I just treated like them like a friend, like, "Hey, how you doing?"
right,
And that was it. That's all I saw in them.
right.
So, yeah, I can definitely relate. Wow.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pick up.
Wow. So now we know how they felt.
Right. Now you done read all the page.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what really bothers me is my woman does not think I'm worthy of a little special treatment. I feel second class, man. Let me turn this down. Okay. I was hearing the echo. I feel second class, man. Oh, maybe it's because the speaker way over here. Okay. Kenneth complained to Marvin. The men in the room retold the whole incident involving Kenneth to their dates. Everyone was laughing at Kenneth. The story reached the ears of Audrey. She was furious. When Kenneth returned to Erica, he was sour and did not have much to say. The night ended on a sour note, and Erica did not know why. The next day, Audrey told Erica what happened when the men were by themselves. The repercussions of this incident would spread beyond this event. The relationship between Kenneth and Erica was shaky before this event. Erica was stressed to the maximum about it. The timing could not be worse. Audrey feared that Kenneth would blame Erica and pull back, and he did. The impact from his chance, the impact from this chance incident between Kenneth and Charles did not end when the event was over. Kenneth pulled back from Erica and did not call her for a week. After 7 days and no contact with Kenneth, Erica was a powder keg ready to explode. When she finally reached Kenneth's friend, Marvin, he did not have anything good to say. Marvin had never seen Kenneth so depressed. Erica had invested so much time in this thing with Kenneth, and went sour, if it went sour, she was not sure how she could go forward. In gross depression, in gross desperation, she turned her wrath on Audrey and Jennifer. Erica believed that Jennifer was the woman Charles was talking about who had showed up with only panties and a fur coat on. Jennifer was known to do stuff like that. Erica's friends were gathered at her house to support her. She would not eat and could not sleep. There was concern that she might do something to herself. All the following week, Kenneth thought about what was said by Charles. He remembered that Erica never seen. He remembered that Erica never even wore any sexy underwear or did anything adventurous. Erica had never really done anything exciting in a relationship. Once, when Kenneth made a discreet hint to Erica, she accused him of not being spiritual. She made Kenneth feel perverted for just wanting a little erotic play. Twice, Kenneth picked up the phone to call Erica and then put the phone down again. Meanwhile, Jennifer was going through a very tough time. Why now, she thought. Erica was one of the few friends Jennifer could count on. Now Erica was mad at Jennifer, and nothing Jennifer said seemed to make it better. Why did that fool Charles have to tell that old story? Jennifer said. Jennifer was not the woman in his story, but everyone thought she was. Now Jennifer was being blamed. Jennifer knew that if Kenneth pulled back, it would devastate Erica, and Erica would take it out on Jennifer. Everyone always took it out on Jennifer. This is how Jennifer felt. Kenneth finally called Erica. They saw each other several times seeking to work through it. But after the incident, Kenneth became more and more depressed, and nothing Erica did seemed to help. After 2 weeks of anguish, Kenneth terminated the relationship with Erica. End of episode. So that one incident
Wow.
broke apart several of ships, okay?
Yeah. Wow.
But it's true. We do treat certain men, the non-select, a
Hmm.
certain type of way.
Yeah.
We cannot deny that. We
Yeah.
do.
And I'm glad he actually brought it up because I wouldn't have brought it up.
Right.
But I will own up to it. You know what I
Right.
mean? I have treated, you know, those certain amount of men a different
Those
way.
nice guys.
Yeah, 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 different way. So
Yeah. Because, a certain man ain't even finna put up with you treating him the kind of
right.
way.
That's
But
right.
then on the other side, it's like, you pick and you choose, and it happens. It happens.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Mhm.
I can definitely say, by reading this book, I am more aware as to the next individual I do come across, um, you know, that I meet. Definitely going to treat them different, and just think about a lot of things prior to going into a new relationship. My eyes are wide open now, so to speak.
Your eyes are wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, nice guys need love too.
Yeah.
And then they might just love you back. They might heal you.
Yep.
We got to stop thinking that comes in just one package. It's not always packaged one way.
That's
I
right.
don't know. I don't know. That was deep though.
Yeah, it was. It was a deep book. I like it. So y'all just don't forget to like, comment, and share, and send it to y'all friends. All 21 chapters, 20
Right.
chapters. I'm sorry.
And we both gonna work on getting those chapters in one playlist. Me and Lisa both. When it comes to these YouTube platforms, just never get to it. I'm gonna go back and edit all the chapters to put the chapter name and create some hashtags so people can find it. I fell off. This was a lot of chapters too. All
Mm. Yeah,
right.
it was. It was.
Do you have anything closing that you could say that stuck with you from the beginning to now?
Oh gosh. I think for me, just learning about the four archetypes because I actually, never even thought that there were four archetypes in a man, like even in the female.
Right. Right.
Um, just learning about the four archetypes um, stood out the most for me because that helps for me to know when a man is in a certain archetype.
Right. Right. Yeah. Being able to identify in beforehand, because what he said was if you're able to identify these things beforehand, you can check your own chart to
Hmm.
see if you're compatible with that energy, number one, but then to see is it worth investing a lot of time when you know what it is that you need. It kind of cuts the wasting time out, and that's what it is. You never can get time back.
That's
Time
right.
is the one thing that you will never get back.
That's right. That's right. I agree. Yeah.
So
What about
we,
you?
for me, The archetypes was important because I always wanted to know what I had to deal with in my soon to be ex husband.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it helped me to identify those parts of him that I did or do like, and then also the parts of him that's just not online.
Okay.
Being able to say if this is a chronic case of counterfeit personality
Mm-hmm.
in these areas, because that's what he said too. We got to be able to identify if it's chronic,
Mm-hmm.
acute, or healable.
Right.
And it just helped me to see because sometimes we hold on to things expecting they gonna change eventually, but then the book is showing you if it's chronic, probably ain't gonna change.
Right.
And that's in females too. The feminine book showed us the same. If it's a
Mm-hmm.
chronic situation, you as a female probably won't change. You'll probably end up on the other side of things. But just being able to identify that and identify within myself, because we all have the feminine and masculine in ourselves, and
Mm-hmm.
so being able to identify the masculine parts in me, you know, um, I think in a female is the it's the moon, the elegant rose, the treasure chest, and what's the other one?
Oh, I don't know. I forgot, Nina. But let me see something. The moon, elegant rose, treasure chest, and oh my gosh.
And look, I could just pick up the book. I'm tripping because he put it in both books.
Yeah. That's why I picked up the book.
Right. We ain't got to guess. Okay.
The moon, treasure chest, elegant rose, and the seated hawk.
The seated hawk. Okay, so if you're able to identify those things within yourself, it also lets you know which of those four archetypes, male and female, are
Mm-hmm.
compatible. And so just that's huge in dating. You
Yeah.
want to know what you got in you is compatible to this over here. So when you find those things in your dating, you find out what the other person is, then you know, oh, well, do I put this time in? Is
Right.
this thing compatible? If I do some pouring, am I gonna be poured back into? That's what I got from this. Like,
Yeah.
definitely. And then him also, my favorite part, letting the men know that it's your job, your sole responsibility to pour into the woman, the
Mm-hmm.
mother. If
Yep.
you don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it. She'll never be satisfied because she empty.
Yep.
You can't be satisfied and empty at the same time. And so,
Right.
yeah, those were just some points that stuck out to me. Yeah, we
Yeah.
we
It was a
appreciate
wonderful
everybody.
book. It was a good read.
It was
Yeah.
worth it. It was worth both were worth it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, we appreciate everybody that showed up every week after week, chapter after chapter. Just for us, even in our little break weeks, we took maybe a 2 week break traveling around and stuff. And we just appreciate y'all being patient, sharing, all of you all that have commented. We appreciate y'all. And we're gonna catch y'all. Like I said, we're gonna share some more of our personal journey in between. And then we'll pick up another book. Something that me and Lisa both can choose together and feel like sharing with y'all. And it ain't always gonna be a 20 chapter book. We Feeling is the Secret was just a 4 chapter book, and it was just it's jam packed with information. And so maybe we'll do that. Some short. It ain't always got to be long.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be back. Don't forget to subscribe across, like, share, comment across all the platforms. Um, and just watch us. Watch us work. We're gonna go into
Yeah.
full work mode. Spring is upon us. So we're gonna get back out there in that garden. I went out there to look around yesterday. And I was like, yeah, we need to be cultivating now.
Right. That's
So
right.
when spring comes, those seeds have been able to be asleep, and then they wake up and stretch, and they're above ground. I got to get out there and brainstorm on how I'm gonna protect my crops this year. I'm thinking this year I'm gonna have to pour money into some chicken wire. Why? Because I might just use the greenhouse frames, but still wire it up, and that way it's both out and in. I don't
Yeah.
have to worry about the grasshoppers coming and making it they stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually just talking to my handyman too about what I'm gonna do this year too. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Might hire. I got a card from the man. He said he do everything. Might get him to help me to
Hmm.
instead of putting plastic, being that it's already a frame, get some fiberglass, just something strong to go on top because Texas has a lot of heat. So you want to filter that sunshine, but
Hmm.
just something I can put up there to shield the top, keep it out in nature, the chicken wire. It's
Hmm.
probably gonna get expensive, but when I brainstorm, I know it's gonna be all worth it.
Yeah.
Like being able to secure all that up there. So that's what we're gonna get into. Shout out to the gardeners. Y'all get into y'all scientist mode. We gotta cultivate this earth. Keep in mind.
That's right.
Glad I brought it here. The United States decided they were gonna vaccinate all the bees. We know that this is gonna devastate the crops because you can see actual people and what that looks like for them after they did that. Now they're gonna vaccinate the bees. Do not let that discourage you from gardening.
Mm-hmm.
Nature always wins. It balances itself out. That's why you can put up a concrete slab and eventually over the years a rose can be growing through it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that discourage you. Let's just see what happens. Maybe the bees will start protecting themselves, okay? And that's it. That's it. Don't let it discourage you. And we're gonna go on and get out of here because my seed is coming. Lisa, you want to say anything else?
No, just thank everybody for following us during our journey reading this book. Definitely continue to like, comment, share, continue to follow us because something else is cooking in the background.
Right.
Peace.
Peace. I'm gonna
Peace.
get out of here.
Mhm.